In late March of 1945, as Allied forces struck into the heart of Germany after crossing the River Rhine, the number of German prisoners being processed caused the British to stop accepting any more prisoners into their camps. This forced the US Army to take immediate action and establish the Rheinwiesenlager or Rhine Meadow Camp in the western part of Germany. Altogether, 19 camps were founded in April of 1945 for approximately 1.9 million German POWs. To circumvent international laws that dealt with the handling of POWs, these surrendered forces were termed disarmed enemy forces, and the term prisoner of war was not applied. This decision had been made in March of 1945 personally by General Dwight D. Eisenhower. It actually means that all captured soldiers would no longer have the rights of prisoner of war guaranteed to them under the Geneva Convention. The Geneva Conventions were in most cases totally ignored. The camps were simply open fields surrounded by wire. The German POWs were denied enough food and water and had to sleep in holes which they dug with their bare hands. In Bad Kreuznach alone, 557,000 men were interned in an area that could only comfortably hold 45,000. Prisoners died through starvation, disease, and exposure. The task of guarding these prisoners fell to the men of the US 106th Infantry Division. The camps were also established to stop any kind of German insurgency following the surrender of May of 1945. This might be the reason why the decision was made to keep hundreds of thousands of men in such poor conditions. In the beginning, there were plans to bring the prisoner of war to Britain, but after the capitulation there were 3.4 million German soldiers in the custody of the Western Allies. With such large numbers of prisoners, it seemed more logical to keep them in Germany. Within weeks of the camps being established, some prisoner releases were started. Professional groups such as farmers, drivers, and miners were released because they were urgently required to assist in the reconstruction of the German infrastructure. In July of 1945, all releases were halted after the camps were handed over to French. The deal was struck because the government of Charles de Gaulle wanted 1.8 million prisoners of war for forced labor in France. In total, roughly 182,000 prisoners were given to France. By the end of September of 1945, nearly all the camps had been closed. Official United States statistics conclude that there were just over 3,000 deaths in the Rheinwiesenlager, while German figures state them to be around 5,000.